nightmare narrative here. And today, I want to talk about the history of the Stanley Hotel, the hotel that Stephen King based his book, The Shining. In his book, the Overlook Hotel is full of ghosts, and I don't think the real thing is far off. Recently, I got the chance to visit the Stanley Hotel myself in beautiful Estes Park, Colorado, and was inspired to make this video after walking inside. For those that have been there can attest that when you walk in, you definitely feel something peculiar about the place. You get the sense that it is very old and rich in history, but also can feel there is a paranormal presence. So let's take a look at the history of the Stanley Hotel, the ghosts that still haunt the rooms, and Stephen King's infamous stay at the hotel. In 1903, Freeland Oscar Stanley saw the beauty of the surrounding area set at the foot of the Rocky Mountains. Him and his wife, Flora, traveled there from the East Coast when Mr. Stanley was diagnosed with tuberculosis. It's thought that the mountain air and climate of the valley improved his health. He turned his summer home into a resort destination at Estes Park for his wealthy friends from the East Coast and built the hotel in 1909. At the time, it was state-of-the-art, coming with electricity, heated rooms, running water, and other luxuries. He also funded the Rocky Mountain National Park, built waterworks and other utilities in the nearby Estes Park. The hotel and surrounding resort town quickly became a destination for many travelers all over the country. The next century of hauntings began on one stormy night in 1911, when one of the hotel's servants opened a dimension for terrible things to cross into this world. Miss Elizabeth Wilson was going room to room to light the gas lamps. When she entered room 217 with her lit candle, little to her knowledge was there a gas leak, and the room erupted into flames and blasted Miss Wilson through the floor and into the dining room below. Despite her injuries, she luckily survived. However, it is said that after that event, paranormal things began to happen at the Stanley Hotel. And to this day, her ghost is known to be seen in room 217, folding your clothes or climbing into bed in between unmarried couples. In room 428, you can find the ghost of a cowboy that greets his new guests. The concert hall reportedly contains the ghost of Flora Stanley playing the piano. At the top of the grand staircase, an apparition of a woman is frequently seen. A ghostly figure is seen in the window in this most recent image. But the most definite paranormal image is this picture of a haunted tour guide taking the group down to the basement, when this picture captured a little girl in a pink dress staring deathly towards the group. The Stanley Hotel changed several owners and was facing foreclosure until the last night before winter closure in 1974. Two guests arrived to the Stanley Hotel during a winter storm as the only guests in the entire building. Those guests were Stephen and Tabitha King. Stephen King and his wife stayed in the most haunted room, room 217. Maybe it was the isolation with the snowstorm, or the haunted tales of the hotel, but Mr. King had a nightmare of his son being chased down the long corridors of the hotel. According to him, that after waking up in a cold sweat, he lit himself a cigarette, and by the time he was done smoking it, he had the entire outline of The Shining planned out. After the book reached the New York Times bestseller list, and then the movie directed by Stanley Kubrick was released in 1980, The Shining renewed interest like never before in the Stanley Hotel. Today, numerous guests visit the hotel for the absolute beauty of the Rocky Mountains and surrounding Estes Park. while others go for the chance to maybe encounter one of Stephen King's spirits. Either way, you will enjoy your stay at the Stanley Hotel. And if you are ever in Colorado like I was, I highly recommend visiting one of the most beautifully haunted places in America.